Hi, my name is Darby Shanahan, and I chose the topic climate change during coronavirus. Uh, I chose this topic because I feel as though we aren't as informed and prepared about climate change and pollution in our atmosphere as we should be. I believe that we need to be a little more educated before COVID-19 settles so that we can continue to maybe make some strides in clearing pollution and helping our earth. In a video I watched, there was a discussion with experts. Um, in the video, the conversations were with Vincent Henry Puke and Oksana Tarasova. A quick overview of basically what was discussed is even during this economic slowdown, there has been greenhouse gases being emitted from factories and bigger corporations, which in turn has our carbon monoxide levels at an all-time high. Um, Along with releasing greenhouse gases, it is producing smog and heavier airs. And a theory within the community of scientists in this field of climate change and pollution in the atmosphere, um, a theory has kind of come up where coronavirus could be affected by pollution because when we cough, when we sneeze, those the air particles coming from us filled with a virus and filled with this sickness, they're very heavy, and when we cough they do travel, but because of how heavy it is, clean air is not strong enough to really hold it and carry it through. It tends to sink, which is why we have the 6 feet boundaries around us when we go outside. However, experts and scientists have a theory that smog and pollution and heavier air could be strong enough to carry these spores and the virus from us through the air, almost acting as a highway. Um, but there is no proof, and it is just speculation amongst the community. What is in speculation is temperature increases in Europe, Russia, and Ukraine. In Europe, there was an average increase of 2 degrees Celsius, and within Ukraine and Russia, there has been a 6 to 8 degrees increase, or up to 6 to 8 degrees increase, which is not a humid air. It is a dry air. There's no moisture in the air or in the soil, which could affect farming and other summer activities. Another thing with the time of year, sea ice in the Arctic is usually at its highest concentration. Um, that's shown in the picture below. Currently, there is a 6% decrease. And that's not necessarily, and this is an average. Shown in the picture, there is many spots that have decreased in concentration and amount of ice, but there's also areas such as this one right here that has increased in a way and kept some of its original concentration and thickness of ice. There has also been satellite images taken from NASA and other stations around the world of China and Italy and France. Part of this is in the picture shown below, areas of China which not only a month ago had areas of high NO2 concentration have now decreased almost to 100% decrease, and it just in a month span. In the pictures next to it, you do see that January to February of 2019, there was a decrease within the month of January and early February. However, even with this decrease right here, it did bounce back almost more concentrated, more heavily polluted in the same area. And the pictures right underneath, it shows that these very small areas that have now almost completely decreased in NO2 density um, aren't bouncing back, and they are showing no signs of coming back during quarantine and during um, COVID-19, while we are staying inside and using less, we aren't driving as much, we aren't producing as much NO2. These are my sources, and happy Earth Day.